In our next lesson, we will cover the fourth descriptive statement in this lesson, covering competency number 9, which states the beginning teacher teaches students to evaluate how visual image makers such as illustrators, documentary filmmakers, political cartoonists, and news photographers represent messages and meanings, and provides students with opportunities to interpret and evaluate visual images in various media. That to me sounds worded in a strange way. It's very formal, and the way that I like to think of this better to understand the exam expectation is that teachers help students understand how people who create images, like artists and filmmakers and cartoonists and also photographers, how they convey their messages. Also, as teachers, we need to give our students chances to look at and understand these images from different sources. Much better, right? Great. Now let's jump straight into the lesson. Starting with better understanding the craft of visual image makers, there are a few different makers that we'll focus on, beginning with illustrators, who are often employed in books, magazines, and other printed materials. Illustrators have the ability to bring words to life. Their visuals can provide context, enhance comprehension, or evoke specific emotions. An illustrator's choice of color, style, and composition profoundly impacts the reader's experience. Next, let's talk about documentary filmmakers. These filmmakers aim to represent real-life stories, events, or issues. While there is an impact understanding of authenticity, filmmakers make choices what to highlight, what to downplay, which can shape viewer perceptions. And the next maker we'll talk about is the political cartoonist. Using satire and humor, these artists comment on current events or societal issues. Their work often requires background knowledge to fully understand the entire context. And next we have news photographers who capture moments in real life. They provide a snapshot of events. However, what they choose to photograph and from which angle can change the narrative. Now, in order to complete this exam descriptive statement, we'll next want to make sure we learn to provide students with opportunities to interpret and evaluate visual images in various media. Let's cover that now. In this section, I'll provide you with 6 ways to create opportunities for students to evaluate visual images. The first method is called image dissection, where teachers present a political cartoon to their students and encourage discussions to uncover the layers of meaning, symbolism, and societal commentary. Another method to create opportunities for students to evaluate visual images is called film analysis, which is when the class watches a short documentary clip, then the teacher asks the students to note down what was emphasized, what was omitted, and how these choices might influence a viewer's understanding. As teachers, we can also create what's called photo narrative, where we show a series of news photographs from a single event, so the students can discuss the story in greater detail. To provide another opportunity for students, we can also set up what's called source and bias, where we teach students to always consider the source. Who created this? What might be their intention, motivation, or perspective? In teaching students to critically analyze and understand visual media, we empower them to navigate our image-rich world with discernment and insight. Not a great test taker? Click the link in the description below to get prepared faster, smarter, better, with everything you need to pass all in one place, so you get the test results you want and become a certified teacher with teacherpreps.com.